Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I am 25 weeks pregnant with a baby boy, and boy has it been a while since we've talked about it. That's right, 25 weeks. This pregnancy has absolutely flown by. I have been meaning to film a bump date since like forever. I honestly don't think I have done a single bump date since I found out I was pregnant. And that is just exactly how this pregnancy has gone. It's just flown by. Don't know, this is actually our fourth baby that we are welcoming in, and it is a baby boy. So we've got two boys, Oliver, Finley, we've got Brielle, and then we have baby number 4 who's coming along. We found out that it was a boy a few months ago. We did have it confirmed. So it is officially a boy, and he has made himself very well known as a boy every time we've got in there, so that's been kind of funny. I just thought it'd be really fun to kind of talk about how different each one of these pregnancies has been, and how my emotions have been during each one. I look back at my pregnancy with Oliver, which a lot of you guys followed along with. It was such an intense pregnancy. I had just gone through a really, really hard loss. In fact, 2 hard losses before I got pregnant with Ollie. And I documented every single moment, feeling, thing I had with Ollie, because I didn't have any other children and I was young. And it's so funny because I look back at that pregnancy and I'm just like, yeah, it was different feeling. I was scared. There was a lot of fear in that pregnancy. And then I look at Finn and there was less fear, but still I was just so young and so unexperienced, I guess, or inexperienced, I guess is the word. And then I took like a huge break, and then I got pregnant with Brielle, and that was such a different pregnancy even from this one, because it'd been so long since I'd been pregnant. It felt like a whole new experience, but yet it was exciting. There was like almost no fear. Of course you have like the basic fear of like whenever you're pregnant, but with this one, it's like, oh, I'm pregnant. Wait, how far along am I? I can't remember. Like, it's just so funny. Even with Ollie, I could tell you any day, how many weeks and how many days I was at any moment. And now I'm like 24, 25. Did I do 23 yet? Like, literally, I can't keep track of this pregnancy. It's going so fast. And there's more reasons than one that it's going so fast. It's my 4th pregnancy, so it's just, I'm kind of just like used to pregnancy, I guess, at this point. I have 3 other children, so it's hard for me to focus on this pregnancy because I've got so many other things going on. And then just life itself is so different than it was when I was pregnant with my first baby. You know, it's like I have a full-time job, I'm homeschooling, I live in Tennessee now, and life is just so different and changing. We've got a farm going, there's just so much going on. So overall, I just think it's so fascinating and so interesting to see the progression of each pregnancy and how different they are. It's flown by. So if you're in your first pregnancy, it gets easier. I promise you, it gets easier, because I remember it was just painstakingly slow with Ollie and Finn. Brielle's went really fast, and this one is just flying by. I can't even think about it. Oh, and not to mention the holidays. I mean, I'm like, I can't think about pregnancy. I've got the holidays going on. I think this is my first pregnancy during the holidays, which is just making everything go so fast. Once the holidays are over, I feel like I'm gonna have to really start to process the fact that I am actually bringing a baby home. Because that has not quite set in, I think. But anyways, okay, so I am 25 weeks pregnant, which means the baby is the size of a eggplant. So he's about 13 inches long. He's getting quite large in there. And then he's about a pound and a half. We have already done our anatomy scan, and everything came back perfect, which is awesome. That was I think it was with Finn. I got a couple things that came back, and they made me really nervous. He has kind of a heart issue, which we still follow up on because of the anatomy scan. And then he also had kind of a kidney issue, which wasn't a big deal, but it's always nice when you get back that everything is perfect. So the anatomy scan was great. I've already done my glucose test. I feel like I'm done with like all the major things. It's kind of crazy, and it's crazy to think that I am about to enter my 3rd trimester in just a few weeks. I think another really cool thing about this pregnancy too is that because I haven't had a lot of time to think about it, I haven't honestly had a lot of issues. The truth is, I also was like, I don't have a lot to talk about. I haven't had a lot of like, I feel like just this last week maybe I've started to be like, okay, Missy, you're pretty pregnant at this point. You probably should start slowing down. Which I just think I've gone most of the pregnancy kind of almost in the back of my head being like, if I didn't know I was pregnant, I probably wouldn't know anything. You know, like I wouldn't be able to tell. But just this last week, I've started to feel a little bit more achy while I'm sleeping. I gotta put something under my belly to help me like kind of support it. Which I think that was pretty similar to Brielle. I think I was able to go pretty far into my pregnancy before I was like, yeah, I might need to get some sort of pregnancy pillow. But I hate pregnancy pillows, so I kind of avoid it as long as possible. So just this last week, I definitely am starting to like, okay, don't jump out of the car anymore. You know, I can tend to be kind of a fast person. I can tend to like just try to get things done, and I'm starting to feel like that ache or that round ligament pain because I'm twisting or turning too quickly. So, I mean, I've gone 25 weeks with literally barely noticing that I'm pregnant, basically. I just want to talk about sleeping. It has been great. I have not had any issues with sleeping, and I will say that is thanks to the fact that my daughter is sleeping through the night. She's been sleeping through the night now for about a month or two. And it's just been amazing. I don't know how I got so lucky to finally, with my third, get a child that sleeps through the night. But again, it gets better. The more experience you have, the easier it is to get your child to sleep through the night. I mean, it's not the experience for everyone. Every child is different, but, and I have no idea. He may just end up keeping me up for 2-3 years, who knows? But yeah, she sleeps through the night, so that has been so great. It was something I was really stressed about because I'm like, I can't be, you know, third trimester, waking up with a baby all night, because I did that with the boys. I was up multiple times a night until they were at least probably 2 years old, and so she started sleeping through the night, and it has just been amazing. I feel like a well-rested mama, as well as you can be. And I'm really happy. This is a very interesting pregnancy too, because it's my first pregnancy that I'm going to be giving birth in Tennessee. I had all 3 of my other children in California, and I feel like I had that down. I was like, I know California, I know the hospitals, I understand it. So it's really kind of interesting that I'm giving birth now in Tennessee. I'm a little bit nervous because I can tend to be a little bit particular on how I want things to go with birth. Although I am having a repeat C-section, so it's pretty standard, but there's some certain things that I would love to have done, and just certain birth fonts that I would love, and I don't know how Tennessee will react to it, so it's just like a little bit different, but I'm not too worried. I really like the doctor I found. She seems super sweet and super like open-minded. I actually spoke to her about having like a gentle C-section, which she actually had heard about. A lot of times I've like mentioned that to doctors and they're like, what are you talking about? If you don't know what a gentle C-section is, you can look it up. There's like different kinds of like scenarios that you can have, but I was like, I don't know, I'm just interested in it, and she was actually open to a lot of my suggestions. And I feel like just now I'm starting to be like, okay, I'm definitely pregnant. I definitely have a baby coming. And it's pretty funny that I've gone 25 weeks without like really, it hasn't quite set in still. We're doing a lot of maneuvering and changing of the house to make sure that everyone can fit and everyone has their space, because right now I'm not quite sure where he's gonna go. But I'm not like super worried about it either. But yeah, it's been kind of hard to imagine it because I also have a baby still. Like, she's still so young, so it's like kind of weird to think that I'm gonna have a baby and another baby. Boys have been great. I'm just so lucky. With having 2 older kids and then a younger, it really does make such a world of difference. It makes having your 3rd and 4th feel so much easier. I also am trying to just enjoy this because I'm assuming that this is probably my last pregnancy, and this is my 4th, so I'm like, I'm probably done. I'm trying to enjoy it and take it in, but it is really hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to even think about it. There's just so many things that are going on throughout the day. I'm like, oh my gosh, wait, I'm pregnant. But anyways, I thought I'd give you a quick little, I'll show you guys my little bump from 25 weeks. So let's check it out. Maybe we'll try to compare it with the other babies. On the other side, I'm wearing my mama, mom, and bra shirt. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little bump day. I don't know if I'll be doing many more. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Maybe I will do some Q&A, pregnancy Q&A stuff if you guys are interested at all. If so, leave your comments down below and your questions, and I'll see you guys in our next video. Bye!